So I'll make a video of this one because I know we haven't talked about it yet. But we did talk about it last year, so it'll sound familiar. So remember circles, your basic one is x squared plus y squared equals r squared. And it has a center at 0, 0 and a radius of r. So I'm not going to do this one yet. I'm just going to kind of overview it. So if you had like x squared plus y squared equal 25, it would have a center of 0, 0 and a radius of 5. And then you can shift it. So you could do like x plus 3 squared plus like y plus 4 squared equals 49 or something. And so remember they shift the opposite way. So your center here, you can pluck it out, would be negative 3, negative 4. You're swapping the signs, negative 3, negative 4. And your radius is the square root of 49, which is 7. So if you had something like x plus 2 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 81, your center would be a negative 2 and a positive 5. Swap in those signs, and the radius would be the square root of 81, which is 9. If you had like x squared plus y plus 3 squared equals, need another square, 100, your center, the x wouldn't have moved, so that's 0, and then the y would have been a negative 3, and the square root of 100 is 10. So that's kind of the background. And then for number 40 here, we're like, okay, ready for the center and radius, but it's not in what they call standard form. So this is standard form like we've been writing it here. So to get it in standard form, we need to complete these squares. So remember, we wrote the x squared plus 6x, and we left a little space to add a perfect square. And then we had the y squared minus 8y, and we left a perfect little space. And then it equals negative 5. So what you do is you divide that middle number by 2 and then square it. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and then we square that and we get 9. So we add that, but you have to balance it by adding 9 on the other side. You can't just go adding 9 to an equation, you have to add it to both sides. We do the same thing to complete the square for the y's. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, squared is 16. So we're going to add a 16 to both sides. The perfect square that we made is x plus 3 squared and y minus 4 squared. It's always, as soon as you divided it by 2, that's the number that goes there. Negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. And then this side is what it is, so negative 5 plus 9 is 4, plus 16 is 20. So now that we have it in standard form, we can pluck out the center as negative 3, and the radius is 4. Sorry, the center is negative 3, 4, and then the radius is the square root of 20, which is not nice, but you could simplify it to 2 root 5. And there's that one. Let's see if there's anything else I should do. I think these ones here might have been from the newer sections. Remember it was this times this equals this times that. So kind of walk your way along the thing. So x times 5 equals 3 times 10. X times 5 equals 3 times 10. So 5x equals 30. So x equals 6. And remember this one we were doing the other day, it was the outside. So for 35 it was the outside times the whole equals the outside times the whole. So in this case, the outside and the whole are the same for this part. X is on the outside and x is the whole thing. And the other one, the 4 is on the outside and the 9 is the whole thing. So you get x squared equals 36, so x is 6. And then for this one, we're doing the same outside times whole equals outside times whole. So for this piece, the 5 is the outside piece and 8 is the entire thing. and then for this piece 4 is the outside, and 4 plus x is the entire thing. 4 and 4 plus x. So we get 40 equals 16 plus 4x, so 24 equals 4x, so x is 6 for that guy. I think all the rest of it is older, so I'll stop it there for now.